What is Korea and what pops up in your mind when you hear the word Korea? Korea comes from a long journey to be what it is today, or perhaps still in the middle of their journey. Starting from Silla, Goryeo, entered Joseon era in 1392 to 1910, experienced invasion by Japan under the Japanese Empire, and finally reached the era of South Korea or Daehanmingguk until present. For them, reaching they are in now, South Korea has experienced colonialism, unification, economic development, modernization, and also democratization. South Korea could be perceived by people as it is their identity or where they are from. Korea could also be seen as an imagined community in accordance to Benedict Anderson's thought, a modern construct, a civilization state of an idea that people call these days. So, is the idea of Korea would likely to change then seen from the history? Looking back to the past, in the 90s, Korea, or what it is called in the past as Joseon Dynasty, was in the grip of China and under the interests of Russia and Japan, but also the United States. In the end, Japan beat Russia and China, and with the Taft-Katura Agreement, the United States deal with Japan to recognize each other's claims, with the United States of Philippines and Japan of Korea. The Japanese Empire colonized Korea from 1910 until they finally surrendered. After Japan surrendered, then comes an event where if it came out differently, it will also change the whole narrative and the idea of Korea. The United States at the end controls south of Korea, whereas Russia controls the north, with the 38th parallel of latitude marking the splitting. With that stated in history books, there are in truth no facts academically why Stalin agreed on the 50-50 controls of the Korean peninsula. This is where I thought things came out differently if history knows why the 38th parallel of latitude was agreed upon. Would the 3 years of Korean War between the North and South not have happened then? Would the mandatory military enlistment for Korean men change to voluntary, or did it not exist at all? Then, after years of being in the grip of other nations and war with North, South Korea felt the need to develop an urgent requirement of reconstruction. Starting from urbanization by Park Chung-hee during 1961 to 1979, he planned the urbanization of Korea from a farming country to an urban country. Some people may call him either a dictator or the father of Korea. However, the immense change of Korea was rushed. It could be said to have experienced compressed modernity based on logic by Chang Kyung-sop. As they become modernized and their economy rate surge, a thought of democracy then occur. South Korea's steps to democracy are seen by the expanding of civil society, public awareness, and also the rise of the middle class. Moreover, they finally had the first permission to go abroad in 1989, and then came the birth of K-pop in 1992, another Korea's avenue to the world. What is Korea? What pops up in your mind when you hear the word Korea? Some people would often answer with its beauty, skincare, and K-pop. They would see Korea as a civilized nation with less violation. However, not often people would also answer with its racism, sexual discrimination, and physical but also psychological suffering. What you stand for is what you see. That is what Zizek's parallax theory is about. These two thoughts of Korea are probably the major fantasies people have about South Korea. The Hail Joseon sentiment is often associated with the younger generation's frustrations regarding economic challenges and societal pressures. Hallyu content can then be seen as a form of escapism for individuals facing the challenges encapsulated by Hail Joseon. The entertainment industry presents glamorous and idealized version of life, offering an escape from the harsh realities of economic uncertainty. This uncertainty of reality and the future is what makes people seek trends from the past. The notion of Mark Fisher, modernity is nostalgia, believes that the future is going away, since the technology develops rapidly but the cultural content has stopped. Same thing happens in the local cultural content of South Korea, where things seem to linger around. Are they satisfied enough with what Korea has today, or do they desire more but afraid of failing? Back to the question, is the name or the idea of Korea would likely to change? To my thinking, the answer is most likely no. Still, I have no reason to decipher Korea, and there are plenty of factors to consider. However, given what South Korea has been through in past decades, and the moment they finally receive their name and identity, I have doubts things will change soon enough.